colony base with the last one. All right, and biospheres, and biospheres and starbase. Oh, we are so lacking on structures here. I wish I could scrap the research labs the Klykons had. I think they may have had some on one or two of their planets, but you can't get tech that way.
It's a shame because that would actually be really helpful.
Right.
Yeah, the fact that it's a random chance about getting tech from Conquest means that you can really fall behind in situations like this.
Right.
Especially since being uncreative, you're very unlikely to have tech that other people want.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, interesting. Just because that my race is aquatic, we have one of them there. Even the Klykons are being better farmers there. That's really interesting. I didn't know it would work that way. I guess it would be just a nightmare of math to do with the way I was thinking, but still. All right. So they're coming along pretty well on housing. Let's go ahead and move.
Just need a legion of spy elves.
We do need more spies. Yeah, as soon as we're done with the star bases, I think we'll pop some of those in. Actually, let's do that. And since we don't need our star bases immediately, let's go ahead and on each one of these build up a spy instead and start spying on the Sakra. Because they can't really get to us. They have a lot of tech we want and we really need. All right, how is this looking on spies? It's all one turn away. Yeah, that's one really handy thing. You can kind of let a little bit of production build up, and then switch them over, and then let it build back up again. Star bases are good for that in the early game.
Right.
Well, the humans were
democratic creative. That would have been nice.
I don't think I've ever seen humans roll creative, which is kind of surprising. You think it would fit for them. Usually, it just gives them food or population. Okay, spies. Yes. Okay, spy everywhere. Spy. We have 6. Send 5 of them onto the Sakra. Yeah, they're already bumping down to our knees. They are going to hate us. That's the nature of the beast. For repulsive. There's nothing we can do to get along with them.
So, of course, a human player ever getting a positive spy roll. That is true.
I've done a Darlock run, and I plan on doing for my own YouTube channel when I get that going soon, a stock race challenge. But I have beaten it with the Darlocks before, and once you get a little bit of an edge, the steals are fairly reliable. But yeah, you do have to kind of get that edge, and not very many races start with one. So we definitely need more research, but again, we had no buildings, so it's going to make it harder to actually get the research in. Let's go ahead and put one on every planet dealing with pollution over to research, because we're having diminishing returns on pollution anyway. So that should help out a little bit. Yeah, but help a little bit. Yeah. Oh, you haven't ever gotten successful spying rolls? Wow.
I will say that if Wayne doesn't get any this time, it basically can't be done. Because they have a huge espionage penalty, and they don't, I think, have any spy bonuses.
Yeah, I don't think they didn't when I checked. Yeah, they still don't.
Yeah.
So basically, they're at -10, and I'm at +6. So we have a 16-point edge. I'll show you that plays on normal, because they're a big baby. Honestly, I can't blame you, just because the AI bonuses get a little crazy in this game on the higher difficulties.
So why are you having starvation?
The planets are growing, and I just haven't set more people over. Generally, what will happen is the new people that are arriving will become farmers. If you're behind, the game kind of fixes that for you. But because a lot of the population increases are from transports, they'll do whichever job you sent them in as. So, likewise, we'll send 2 of them over to 15.
Sproul will say he usually throws like 20 spies at people and gets spy rolls fairly often.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fairly common. Actually, this is a good example too. We'll go ahead and put our fully assimilated people that work better that have the rebels farm, because the bonuses are such this will be a really good rate of return on them. And there we go. Okay, so going to change. Yeah, I'll go ahead and check sociology because it is so few. Because I want to show this off, and it's so few. Yeah, none of these diverge after this point. That's the only one you get. Government's the only one you get, and I think that's the only one you get too. So yeah, this is So yeah, the Aspen University is the next tier. It's 2,000. Oh, sorry about that. It's 2,000 to research though, so that's going to suck. But it feels like that's the only option I really have.
Yeah, I suppose it's like under 7 spice, you may as well not set any. Yeah, I think it may be a good idea.
Oh, hey.
Oh, weird.
Let's see how many votes they have. It's going to be a lot. We have met the competition one friend. Thank you, humans. If we lose the game, oh, that's true. The Bolrathi hate them, so even though they don't even know us.
Right.
You know.
I don't know who they are, but I hate you. Oh, they have 13 votes on their own.
Granted, the fact I'm getting close to the Sakura is a good sign.
Right.
I could vote for him. That he won't win because he needs, let's see, 2/3 of 45 is going to be 31. Because the 2/3 exactly isn't enough. You have to be 1 over basically.
Right.
He won't win, and he'll like us more. But he's going to hate us anyway once we start stealing tech from him.
Right.
So they might as well just get that ball rolling.
Oh.
Dude, you voted for me. Cover your ships, your votes. Okay. Oh, because they got that planet I was thinking about getting.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's the desert ones, right? It's heavy G. Oh, the Bolrathi are high G, so when I conquer them, I'll be able to send them to my high G planets if I don't get gravity generator.
Right. Oh, Sprawl's even got sabotage rolls. Yeah, I think Sprawl is right. If you're going to spy, you should probably do another wave of them.
Okay. Yeah, works for me. Let's go ahead and check our...
Because I think that one disadvantage you have here is that you're focusing so much on star bases when they aren't really that necessary, that everything else is slowed down. Like, you haven't gotten any new colonies, you haven't gotten, a lot of other things.
Right, that's true, and and thanks for reminding me that I can go ahead and rush build this one because I've come so far on it. Yeah. Fine. And that one's coming along pretty well. Because that's our ultra-rich one. Right. 23 turns.
Yeah, I would say just make the spies for all of them again.
Well, so a lot of them haven't really built their production back up.
I think so.
Well, actually, I guess they have. Yeah, okay. I guess that's the power of unification.
Right.
Yeah, we don't need that many spies, but because if we have any advantage on them, we probably won't be losing too many. Actually, let's take a look at were they repulsive too? They're not. Why don't they want to trade with us? Let's not give the Bolrathi troop pods, that's for sure. If they don't already have class 1s, they'll probably be able to steal it or loot it from the Sakura, so I'm okay with that.
Giving them more ground tech would not be a good idea.
Yeah. It's weird to see the Bolrathi not having researched those things.
You might actually...
there it goes. Oh, sweet! Thank goodness. They're going to want Merculite missiles. That's gonna be bad, but that's okay. Factories or labs? We need them both. I'm thinking labs.
I would actually say factories.
Think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you've got a fair amount of research, but you need that production. Like, everything needs it.
Right. Interesting, they want troop pods more. That's the closest I've ever seen the AI go for a trade on Impossible. That's 150 RP versus 250. Normally it's like you have to have a much higher gap than that. So they really want this bad.
And that might actually not be a bad idea, because you're probably not going to be trying to take over their ships.
Yeah, we don't have the ground tech to board them, so yeah.
So at that point you might as well just go for it.
Right. Okay. We'll call that a successful negotiation with our sinister Ursine neighbors. Okay, and then immediately start getting everybody to build factories first that hasn't already built something. I wish there was a, if you get a new facility, build everywhere option. That'd be really nice. Okay. Factory. I guess we'll finish the... No, we want the factories first. If they're already ready to build a spy, then they're already ready to get the factories, and that'll build the spies faster. Yeah, this is the part of Master of Orion that I think makes it a little weaker as a stream choice. It's a very fun game. They're always different, but these moments where you have to...
It's the new tech build shuffle.
Right. See, factory.
I remember there was one game where Wayne finally got android workers, and like there was just a bonanza. Like they were going everywhere. It was awful.
Right. Let's see. Desert. Oh, Guitar 3. Right, I just settled that one. Yeah. Let's go ahead and put them. Let's see, we got 3 food. Yeah, that's fine. That's right. They're just starting. Okay, so we'll let that go. And the automatic production will increase the speed at which you build more workers for housing. So yeah, it's very worthwhile to do that. Showdown loves the micromanagement though, and build queues. Yeah.
I was saying, like, it is fun, definitely, but
nice.
So then there are all of the things.
2 settlers. Okay, let's take a here. I thought I was building a colony ship. Right, I just built it. That's part of the alert. We need some food.
Yeah, that other one's getting done in 3 turns. That's fine.
Actually, I can just transport someone, and
oh, it's sarcastic.
Oh, you actually could. Some people really like that, you know.
Yeah, I think Wayne kind of likes it a bit.
Ish. That is definitely an ish.
Right.
We'll wait a little bit on that one. I'll just go ahead and get one food thing over. And I did build. All right. Yeah, I'm used to having to build the outpost ship first, because if you're one of the races that if you're feudal or dictatorship that has a morale issue. Oh, hyperspace flux. I'm glad I sent that ship that turn. Oh, that would have set us behind even more on expanding. It's pretty great when it. Oh, hey. Ooh, this is a good one. If we're up against somebody who doesn't have shields, or if we can blast through their shields, this goes straight to their drive system, which could disable the ship, makes them easier to board. Not that we're going to be boarding the Sakra, but, you know, if we ever have to fight the humans, this will probably be good for them.
Late game colonies with the 25 things that
need seriously. Oh, yeah, successful spiral. Just in case people didn't believe it actually happened.
And Drax assassinated someone else.
Oh, hey! Fortunately, when the space flux, your ships are not suspended in hyperspace. They finish where they were going. And oddly enough, your shuttles and freighters can still move just fine during the flux. So as soon as it gets there, I'll be able to move some Illyrians over, or some Elves over. All right, Tundra definitely first.
Right.
Not even a choice there.
It's like there's not even a debate.
Yeah, we can also build colony bases and send them over too, so we can still expand while we're frozen in space. Okay, factory. We don't need the barracks here. Actually, yeah, I guess factory, biosphere, starbase is really all we need here.
Right. Yeah, once the hyperspace flux ends, you might want to build some defenses, but...
Yes, well asked, the thing I pointed out earlier, why do the Illyrians also wear the bikini armor over the bodysuit?
Well, the suit doesn't protect their important assets.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. My theory was, and this was I mentioned this at the start of the stream, that the Illyrians are based on the... let's not get our colony ship right now, I'm thinking, since we can't send it anywhere. So yeah, let's just... Oh, let's get them on a spy and then on a new battleship. So, yeah, we can get a shield on the Die Hard. Actually, I think I might just get a beam ship with that. Ion pulse cannons aren't very space efficient right now. We can't really do anything for armor either. Yeah, I don't think we're going to want ion pulse. Well, we might actually. This is where I really wish we'd been able to snag battle pods. Let's see, we have 200 space available. The shields are good if we stay at a distance, because the shields will recharge a little bit each turn, and the amount you get is based on the size of the ship. So we'll do a reinforced hull, and I'm thinking we'll do... we're not going to do armor piercing, because the main idea behind this one is lasers to take down the shields and ion pulse cannons to finish the job. So we want to make sure they hit.
Yep.
We have 150 space.
Oh, Shodan does point out the ignore armor also means it ignores heavy armor, which is really nice.
Not true. Heavy armor blocks armor piercing. Ion cannon.
Yes,
yeah.
Ion pulse.
Yeah, well, what the ion pulse cannon does is, I'll point this out next time we're in battle, but whenever you're on a ship on like the side of the screen, you see a readout on engine, and basically that's a drive system. The ion pulse cannon attacks it. Basically, it ignores everything else and goes after that little yellow bar on the bottom, which is the ship drive system. And that's very dangerous. So, we're going to get...
Doesn't that make it explode?
Or disables it, makes it explode. If it depletes it entirely, yeah, you have and also it's an automatic warp core breach, too. Yeah. It's not just a, normal explosion. So, let's see, we'll do... Yeah, I think we'll do 3 ion pulse cannons, rely on other things to deplete shields.
Right, like missiles are probably pretty good for that.
Right. So what this one does is we're going to stay at a distance. Whenever we get more points in power, we'll be able to miniaturize and advance them, but for now I think we're going to go with this one. Okay, so we already have our diehards. Let's see. I think P-Bug voted for a movie earlier, right? Was it Jingle All the Way?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't fit. Let's do Jingle the Way. I think it's probably the best one.
Jingle the Way.
Okay. Electronic computer, definitely good. We could take this off and fit in another ion cannon, but for a long-range blasting, I think we are better off with this. Is there any way to make warp explosions more deadly? There's the quantum detonator tech from the... Yeah, like Shoda mentioned, the quantum detonator tech from the Anterans is will automatically upgrade your warp course to that, which does triple damage. So pretty bad times.
Which can be a bad thing, no?
Like sending waves of... Yeah, like building a strategy of sending waves of ships instead of them having to self-destruct. You can totally do that. You can even load your ships down with pulsars first, so that they attack on your turn, and when the AI blows them up, they explode. They hurt them on their turn. It's nasty and not very practical, but it's fun. Okay, I don't think I actually sent my Illyrians or my elves over like I was planning to. We can do North Pole. The North Pole. Let's try that again. The North Pole is almost full, so we'll send 3 over there. To Carcosa. Wait a minute, only 2 turns. Oh, right, because that's our next door planet. It's like I didn't get an engine increase. Pretty sure. So we're coming along on the stock exchange. Automated factory, that's good. Now we don't have to worry about the AI at all while the flux is in play. All right, so we have that completely full. Yes, a desert, so they're not big. I need to reverse the process and set some Clacons here because they're better farmers.
Right.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Aren't they better workers?
Yes, yeah, they actually have.
So that's what I was saying. If all of the things are equal, it should probably be Clacons and not Illyrian.
True. I have had a kind of a generic challenge rule to never have more than half my population being not my race, but yeah, we're nowhere near there yet.
Right.
So,
and more to the point, your challenge right now is the rampaging soccer. So.
True.
Give yourself a bit of that and being uncreative. So give yourself a fighting chance.
True. All right, one more turn to let those freighters arrive. Yep. Then we'll send some...
Oh yeah, and it also makes your ship explode 50% of the time when captured, so good luck actually getting it.
Yes, I have captured some... Yeah, basically, here's the thing. If you want to loot the Antaran ships, is they have their Marines have power armor, so they have 2 hit points, and they have 100 ground attack. So... it is a challenge. Alright, we have 5 more spies. Let's go ahead and go after the soccer some more. They did not like us stealing that tech, but who cares?
They're saying they don't like you anyway.
Yes, it is one of the 8 techs you can get from Lochnar or the wreckage of the Avenger. Yes, there are 8 techs. One of them is guaranteed. You always get the death ray, and then the other 3 are random. That's brand new. Okay, right, because we just got there with some actual workers. Okay, let's go ahead and do Clacons over at which was our desert planet. It was...
I don't think you have a desert planet, because the Borathi did that.
No, I had one planet I was doing some... I think it was this one. Or this one. Yeah, it was an arid planet, because they're bad for farming, and it's still pretty big. So yeah, we'll send some Clacons there to farm. And I guess since we've got... Yeah, make much difference. And I might as well send a Clacon over to... Actually, I think we'll leave the Illyrians on Carcosa, and we'll put Clacons on the new bases when we get colony bases there. Okay. That looks good. Yeah, Sprawl. Death Ray always makes your bases worse. Yeah. So I didn't go into this one much, But so basically, for the star bases, basically talking about bases, is that they have a space allotment, and the AI fills it for you. You can't like create blue plans. You can't create blueprints or plans and have it, and have those bases be specified to it. It's always automatic. So yeah, and it always uses your best tech because your Grand Vizier really wants to help you. And yeah, that basically leads to, wait a minute, this was my housing colonies, and that basically leads to whenever you get new things like the Death Ray, and the Death Ray is a particularly bad example because as forbidden tech, it never miniaturizes. Yeah, it's actually pretty bad. It will take up a lot of space and be less productive than your phasers and plasma cannons. Yeah, like Shodan said, in quotes, best tech.
Granted, I always have a bit of a soft spot for, your colonies being defended by the Death Ray. But yeah, in the end, it is not actually as good as your other choice.
The one thing I will give the Death Ray, because like the Neutron Blaster, it has the every five damage past shields kills a Marine, and the Death Ray does so much damage that if you're boarding ships as part of your defensive measure, like you rush build some defensive ships that have assault shuttles and everything, that's actually a really good synergy.
That's true.
But that's about the only real practical use for them.
Right.
And like Sprawl was saying, it's, Elves Ion Pulse Cannons, right? Like Sprawl was saying, it's like by the time it matters, defenses don't matter.
Right.
So there is that. All right, so switch to producing, check my housing colonies. So we have some freighters up again. And
you actually have a fair few free, I think.
Yeah. Actually, we need our... Oh, I didn't realize I already built the alien facility there. Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and... Actually, if I remove all of my Illyrians from here, the housing will be done by Clacons. So let's do that, actually. Put 2 in Arcosa and 1 in... Oh, one of those... Like probably Coldan itself, actually. Actually, that's filling up. Here we go. There we go. And now, when we build housing there, all the new people, you can also see how much we're basically doubling the people we get per turn now that we have the automated factory passive production. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, let's double up on that and get more people. Get more ants. Yeah, and like what Shodan was saying, and I'll go ahead and point this out, is that the Ion Pulse Cannon, and they were saying that your bases like using the Ion Pulse Cannon. Basically, every tech level has a tier kind of associated with it, and let's go ahead and just put them on one spy and then trade goods, I think. And the Ion Pulse Cannon, because it's in a field that takes 900 points, is very high. I don't think anything up until the Neutron Blaster overrides it on your bases. A lot of people will skip that to get the Neutron Scanner, which makes your missiles more accurate. So,
and as he points out, big problem with the Ion Pulse Cannon is that if the Antareans attack, your beams now are completely useless against them.
Exactly, right.
And there's also some potential monster attacks as well, but those are pretty rare.
Right. This one's ultra rich. I could be using it as a shipyard later, so I'm going to put my Space Academy there, then start doing some more housing. Yeah, really, there's actually... Well, no, actually, let me... As soon as it's built, I'll see where I'm at on command points and see if I want to start getting some more ships.
Of course, if you don't get the gravity thing, you'll probably just want to replace them with
Yeah, eventually. Right. Speaking of, the Bolrathi have 4 planets, and the Sakra did get that one from out from under them. So I have a feeling the Bolrathi are kind of going to be on the downward slide. Actually, and they lost their battleship, did they?
It's on that... Oh, it's not there.
They're okay, they only have 1 battleship left, yeah. Whereas the Sakra have 4.
And a handful of colony ships.
Right. Sprawl likes to get the Neutron Blaster. Yeah, it's not a bad choice. I just prefer the scanner because it makes your missiles override jammers, which is also really helpful against the Antarans. But yeah, if you do get the Neutron Blaster, that is the first one that overrides the Ion Pulse Cannon, so that takes care of that problem for you. Nice. Here's the thing. He has galactic lore, which will reveal instant knowledge of planet star formations. We already have Omniscient, so we don't need that from him. But he's still a good navigator, he's still good at defense, and he'll give us a tech that some of the AI start out with it, so you'll always have a chance to get it from them if you're uncreative and can't research a way to get to the Antarans, like us. So let's see if the AI doesn't have it. Ooh, okay. Neural scanner will make our spies do better.
Right.
So I'm thinking we'll jump straight to that one because we missed it and got Scout Labs instead.
Because research labs aren't what you're looking for.
Now, pulse cannon. Interesting. That means, well, by the time we attack them, we'll have shields, and ion pulse cannons are so bulky they're not good. They're not great for defense. So this is a risk, but I think it's worth it to get more tech from the Sakura. Oh, in Shodan's experience, AI prefers ion cannon over neutron blaster. Maybe it is the order you get them. I've typically found the neutron blaster overrides it, but yeah. Changes agreed upon. Now can we go? Okay, you go straight to hydroponic farm. Well, let's do our research treaty. There we go. Okay, so next time, once they like us more, we'll see if we can get research labs from them. Also, let's check in with the humans too. Hydroponic farm for class 1 shield. Yeah, not really worth it. I don't need hydroponic farms. We might be able to get a better deal from them later too. Okay. Sprawl, if some diplomat asks for access to your death spores technology, you're probably leaving that meeting a little weird. We've heard you've invested major research in bioweapons. Can we take a look?
Are there any non-genocidal applications of this technology?
The settlers arrived. Everybody arrives. Okay.
Still hyperspace.
Jingle all the way. Let's just queue up another one, I guess. Actually, how are we doing on command points? We do have enough for one more. Okay. So yeah, I think the basic game plan will be to just fire a hail of missiles at the AI and blow the shields away, disable them, and then either cause a warp core breach with sustained fire, or just try to board them.
And then check your spies, because I think you might not have reassigned them recently.
That's true. 2 on defenses should be enough at this point. The Stellar Converter was developed for purely peaceful applications. If none of you guys have tried this one of my favorite tricks with the Stellar Converter is if you have a nasty planet you don't want, like an ultra poor toxic or whatever, give it to an AI that you don't like, and then blow it up with a Stellar Converter. Then you can use the planetary creation thing to turn the asteroid belt into a planet. Yeah, like Shoda just said, it recycles the tiny toxic into large barren.
Which is great, so...
I think we're just about... that's poor, so I don't think there's really anything useful we can do with that one until we get terraforming, so... then I think I'm going to give it one more turn, and then we'll see if we can trade the... That's the one we can get. Here's the thing, though. Is what if you're uncreative, and I'll show this one off. If you're uncreative and it gives you a tech but you haven't completed the whole field yet, it will re-roll the one that you're uncreative with and give us a new one. So we're going to do that immediately.
Get the dimensional portal.
Let's start on a colony ship, see if we end up getting it or not. Okay, so instead we got security station. But we have neural scanner and scout labs. This is the last one in the field. So actually, yeah, that actually makes sense. Mm-hmm. All right, so we're almost done with the stock exchange. We'll let that go. These star bases. Yep, more star bases. Trade goods here. Do I want trade goods on my home world?
I wouldn't think so. I'd probably try to build a colony ship.
Yeah. Yeah, anything else we can switch it over to the stock exchange whenever that's ready. Right. Food 7, we don't need that. Because we have quite a surplus with the Clacons there.
Right.
That was 9 of it. That's how crazy unification farmers on this favorable Gaia worlds are.
Right.
There we go. Manterans are attacking. Let's find out. I haven't seen her in a while. Nice. So we're finally going to be able to get the Astro University, eventually. It's also a good time to check in the Bulwrathi. See, we're trying to trade research labs for our stock exchange.
They do offer it.
Yep.
Then how about with the humans?
That's a great plan, too. And then do a non-aggression pact. Nice. So we will be an Oathbreaker if we break that before declaring war on them. We can just demand text until they declare a war on us. So, not the Sakura. Whoops! I hit the wrong speed dial on my red phone. Okay, here we go. Survival
Yeah,
pods.
spaceport might be
Spaceport be even more money. Battle scanner is really good
Is
too.
fusion beam or master rifle gonna do?
Fusion beam. I like fusion beams because you make them enveloping for ×4 damage, but I think lasers will carry us through. Well, then again, we don't have an X beam weapon.
Yeah, you've got ion.
We have ion pulse cannons. Yeah, master rifles are really good. The problem is that a lot of our enemies might have heavy armor.
True.
Then again, the Klakons didn't have a chance to spread that around, so it may just be them that has it. I know the Sakura don't. So.
Well, in any case, spaceports are always going to be a good idea.
Yeah.
So you might just want to go with that.
Right. And hydroponic farms for... Oh, sure. That's okay. Guess he was drinking some tequila. I'm going to guess it's Zane.
I don't know if I told this story or not, but recently I did actually go drinking with the guys, and I went with tequila for that. It was this kind of interesting one that was a tequila mixed with some fruit juices, and it was actually surprisingly good. Like, it's one of the first alcoholic beverages I've had where I actually liked the taste.
Huh.
The problem is that when it tastes like a fruit drink, just with a little bit of an alcoholic kick, you don't realize how strong it is. So there was actually a time where, once I had finished up, I had started turning my head to follow conversation. I felt pretty lightheaded because tequila is strong stuff. And not so bad that, I was drunk or anything, but I definitely felt kind of lightheaded.
Right.
Yeah, mixers are important, exactly.
Okay. I'm thinking these are less productive planets. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the cheaper stuff first.
Of course, I was a little embarrassed because everybody else are these big, manly, mugs of beer, and one of them had a shot of whiskey and stuff like that. And yeah, here's mine in the ceramic thing with the fruity umbrella and all of this. It's oh dear.
And yeah, if you're curious, I was rush building the ones that were already halfway done, so to save some time. Harvest time. Yep, it's that time again. At least we finally have some buildings to put in our colonies. There's land. Oh, they don't even have an automated factory yet. Oops. There we go.
Zane offers to buy drinks like that with me. I appreciate that, Zane. At some point I would appreciate that. Also, before you forget, if you, I believe if you want to get drunk, you'd better enjoy the taste. Exactly. But yes, I have not forgotten to give you an email. Just last week was a pain, so I will get up. And now, back to Master of Orion, of course.
Right. Let's go ahead and send the Klakon to... Basically, we're going to put them on the desert.
All the money saved from not having buildings mean you can rush by all the star bases. Shodan points out.
Yep. Yeah, I was thinking the exact... I actually did use that for some of those.
It's funny, I was kind of wondering, it's you don't have any economic bonuses. Why do you have so much money? It's oh yeah, you don't have any upkeep on anything.
Right. Okay, and then housing, let's make sure that those are... Change. Okay, and...
What happened to that artifact world?
Oh, yeah, let me... Research lab. Actually, I'll let this one get a little bit more housing first. To get it to about a few people. Yeah, that was... This one?
It's probably one of the other ones.
Huh. Oh, right. What am I doing? Planets, minerals. Well, minerals go off of that one. I guess, is there a way to check for artifacts?
I guess just go for no enemy presence, then scroll down.
Huh.
Yeah, no, that's happened. Maybe. Oh, wasn't it one of the? I thought it was one of the Trilarian ones. I know they had one.
Dude, it wasn't Ursa. This one, that was ultra rich. Yeah, that is a great question.
What about yeah, those ones down there?
Let's see.
Not those two.
We know it was in Klakon space because they used it to get the Dauntless Guidance System early. And it wasn't that one because we got that one.
And it's
So-
not in Coldan's.
So it would have had to be this one, right? Huh. That is the weirdest thing. Yeah, the Klakons owned it, but I can't find it now. Weird. Huh. Those are the only systems they had, as I recall.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, that is the darndest thing.
That's actually really aggravating because artifacts are good.
Right. Yeah, what could have happened to it? I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Like, I guess it must be a bug or something.
It was in swing.
Yeah.
Clearly, the Klakon extremists blew up their cultural heritage so that the hated invaders can get it.
Must be. You're right. Oh, this is the Trilarians. They must have either grabbed a wormhole or... I love their music. What's kind of funny is the Trilarians tend to be a very friendly race, but they often roll repulsive to pay for all their stuff. So you get these people that just kind of eventually seethe at you, but don't want to attack you because they're usually honorable or pacifistic. Yeah, honorable. Nautilus Auto Simulator. Oh, that's useless to us. Yeah. Class 1 reinforced hull. We may have gotten the only source of heavy armor and didn't get it ourselves, so that may just be gone from the game.
Yeah, we'll see if the other two have it. But
You maniac! You blow it up. They are repulsive.
great.
That means they're safe to spy on because they're going to hate us anyway.
Yeah.
What are they? Race statistics. Trilarian are.
They're a lot.
Yeah, they always use it to pay for. They're uncreative as well.
Uncreative and repulsive. Ouch.
The Darlocks are uncreative, so you can't make any guesses on technology in this game because half the players are uncreative. Scientific, industry, population. So they just got a bunch of good stuff.
Right.
I do like how on Impossible, Trilarians tend to roll artifacts because basically they're the heritors of the Anterans, the way the Alkari are of the Orions. I thought that's pretty neat.
Yeah, they do look kind of similar.
Mm-hmm. Okay, anyway, with our production being built, let's go ahead and move. Let's go start getting some research going again.
Cybernetic Alkari.
That happens a lot, yeah. That's surprising. Yeah, we're definitely starting to get some research now that we have those colony worlds there. All right, research labs, colony labs. All right, 3PO, what do you have for us?
Probably an end of the box.
Okay, good. All right, so let's consider our...
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That is a hard-working elven spy.
All right, humans, what's up? The bad blood flows between us, flows away like water under a bridge. Unfortunately, it is not Merry Christmas for the humans. The problem with alliances is they're close to the Sakra now. They're going to declare war on them when they're ready to make a grab for some of their territory, and they're going to want us to join in. And we're probably not ready to go after... Oh, hey, the Anterans did go after the Sakra, and they didn't send any defenses there. So they're probably going to win with that missile base, but... Okay, so now we can expand.
Robodactyls.
Now we can expand again. So, obviously not to Orion.
Right.
The humans haven't grabbed this one yet. I think I will, and so some Klakons there.
It is poor, though.
But there's 2 planets. And I think it is... As far as sending colony ships in, I think that's our next best move. Because, yeah, this is going to be...
I'm just saying, you would probably want to do that to get a better foothold against the Borgathian.
True. Yeah, I think that was our plan, to absorb the Borgathian next.
Of course, that was before you signed the non-aggression pact, so you are kind of scummy now. But you've already starved millions to death. What's some treaty breaking?
Okay, so let's go ahead and start with industry. It should be the jingle all the way. Let's get a colony ship instead. Even with some people on research, still 8 turns or 5 turns now. That's really nice.
That said, you might want to consider setting some of your resources to gain more spies and now spying on the Trilarians.
True, that is a really good point. We have 9. Yeah, let's go ahead and for now split them up.
I think it would probably be better just to focus on one person, but
Think so? There's a lot of stuff we want from the Sakra, though,
right.
And they should be easier prey. Yeah. Let's leave the Trilarians alone for now, unless they have something we want really bad. Scanners, damage control. I don't think
it's true. He has already destroyed one of the last roots of the Orions in Klakon space.
I didn't mean to.
It belongs in a museum.
I should have said, yeah, starvation is fine, but no one likes an oathbreaker. Yeah, no matter what horrible things you do, except for biological weapons, that's where the AI draws a line. But everything else, they just, don't even bat an eye at. Okay. The research labs, nice, got a lot of those. Okay, so, let's see,
Well, he could actually research battle stations.
Yeah, battle stations is our choice. Granted, if we get those, that means that it'll pop up another option, which could be robo-miners.
True,
which
that is what you want.
Which none of the AI has yet, and because they're all uncreative, they might not get it.
Right.
So yeah, let's split that up and then get more spies. And we'll do that for now. And then, yeah, just give us some more spies. Probably at wherever is still on... Yeah, I think we can hold off on some of this stuff and get those first. So we want the colony ship... I'll probably pick like 5 of these with higher industry and get the spies there, because they'll take the least amount of time. And there. Okay. There could be getting a lot of cash our way too, whenever all that stuff comes online. Oh, and we've got some surplus food.
And we can't possibly imagine anything other than a battle station. So really, once you have battle station, what else could you want?
What else could you want? Let's also get... Actually, let's hold off on those and get our colony bases there, so we can send some Clackons over and get those going.
Good idea.
Yeah, that'll be good. So, actually... Oh, no, so not quite. Let's see, that's 8 turns. It'll be 2 more turns, or 3 more turns. We get the good rate of return on there. Alright, we'll do 1 more.
Required plans from the humans for a battle station. Okay, robo miners then.
That's all I can think of. Okay, well, here's some plans. Think harder. It's like, oh, they're about to get that space crystal. It's turn 160, and they're the most powerful race. So, and this is really the point where we need. I think I may just have to start like putting off the other plans of getting the other races and just start going after the Sakura, because this is going to be a mess. The crazy. The moon is a fully functional battle station. Okay.
We had just invented a ship-mounted fusion beam. I think we've exhausted this technology.
We couldn't possibly switch our rifles to this new technology.
It's just like fusion beams are meant for ships, and that's all we've got.
All right.
Make it handheld? Don't be stupid.
Well, normally I would be up for playing a bit more, but unfortunately we do have, Ben was giving me the sign to start packing things up.
If it is around that time. So.
Right. I gotta say, this is a lot of fun, and we are definitely not cruising to the victory I thought we might have. I know I was worried at the start that, hey, with the, we got a good race, we've got unification and everything. Let's do impossible to make it, or uncreative to make it fair. And now we've got the Sakura having like a third of the galaxy.
Right.
So, only for 1 research grant, no takebacks. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there. I will definitely be continuing this one sometime soon. This has been a lot of fun, and definitely glad you all were here and hanging out. I like the encouragement. Let me check one thing too. Twitch is notoriously awful about actually doing updates and everything. Yeah, okay. But yeah, so thanks for watching, and I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. So see you all next time. Have a good weekend. And that takes care of the 12 days of Christmas.
Yes, indeed.
So yeah, until next time, everybody.